Hey, hello to you. This is Dr. Bob here at Proactive Wellness and Injury Center. I want to be one of the first to welcome you to the first day of summer. Of course, I realize by the time you see this video, it may be the second, third, or fourth day, but nonetheless, it's summertime. And man, it's a great time. And anyway, along with summer comes grilling, right? It's the official season. Now you can pull out the grill and you can start to smell that meat just cooking and throughout the neighborhood. Man, it makes you salivate just like that. Well, as wonderful as that is, there are some steps that you want to take, because with grilling comes a potential increase of carcinogens in the meat. And what we want to do is, not only do we want to enjoy those tasty morsels of beef or chicken or fish or whatever it is that you're grilling, but also you want to do it resulting in you and your loved ones enjoying the best performance of your life. So what happens is when you grill, and the longer you grill, you have the potential of producing certain hydrocarbons that are carcinogenic. That means that they do promote the development of cancer in the body. So we want to reduce that. These are also known as heterocyclic amines, HCAs, heterocyclic amines. So the longer you cook the meat, the more the meat can develop or create these HCAs. And then of course when you eat them, that can promote the cancer in your body. So we don't want that to happen, right? So I'm going to give you about 5 or 6 steps that you can take that will reduce the potential of this happening. So one of the first ones that you can do to reduce the cancer risk is to cut the meat that you're grilling into smaller pieces. Smaller pieces means it's going to cook quicker. It's not going to require as much heat on it because it's going to cook quicker anyway, and that's going to reduce the potential of these HCAs from developing on the meat, right? Okay, and it shortens the exposure, which shortens the potential. Boy, this is a tough one to get through. And it reduces the risk of developing the cancer. Another thing you want to do is to grill leaner meats. When you grill the fatty meats, the fat is going to start to drip, and when it drips, it hits the flame, and when it does, it produces this smoke and these flames shoot up, and when that happens, that increases the hydrocarbons, their development of them, and those attach to the meat, and those are known carcinogens. You don't want that to happen. And I know some of you will say, well, hey, I use aluminum foil or tin foil and that doesn't happen, and on and on. Well, anyway, I will address that in another video because there's a right way and a wrong way to do that as well. But right now, we want to focus just on the meat on the grill, okay? So you don't want that to happen. Another thing you want to do or can do is to flip the meat frequently, every so often. And, there's no time limit. I'm not telling you have to do it once every minute, but you want to flip it frequently. That's all. Because when you do that, there's fewer of the heterocyclic amines being developed or forming on the meats. So that's a great thing to do. You want to marinate the meat too. I mean, not only does it benefit and add to the taste, whatever your personal flavor is, or preference, I should say, but also it prevents those HCAs from attaching themselves to the meats. And marinating it about, maybe 30 minutes before you cook. I like to do it a much longer period, but I digress. We're not talking about marinating the meat here or the right way or the wrong way. And it does create the barrier, though, between the smoke and the flames. Also, what you want to do is, when you can, I know many people have these different grills now, these gas grills and whatnot. You want to control the temperature. The better way to do it, if you can control the temperature, you want the hotter temperature or higher heat on the outskirts and the lesser temperature in the middle of the grill. If you can do that, then that way the meat does cook with a lot less potential for the HCAs to develop. So you want to do that. Cook the food in the center of the grill with the higher heat on the outside, the cooler or the lesser heat on the inside. That helps too. And then also, if you are cooking with like woods, you want to cook with a hardwood rather than a softwood. The hardwoods would be like hickory or maple at a lower temperature, and you don't want to cook with the softwoods like the pines because they cook very high and very hot. And when you're cooking with the woods that burn at a lower temperature, why, that reduces the incidence of the HCAs from developing. So allow me to go through the list once again. Cut the meat into smaller portions so that they cook more quickly. You have less and shorter exposure to the high cooking temperatures. Number two, you want to grill leaner meats. You know, I mean, if you do use the fats, I mean the fatty meat, I like the fat myself, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. But if you don't prevent it, you want to cook with the leaner ones because of the hydrocarbons. You want to flip the meat that you are cooking frequently. You want to marinate the meat. It provides a barrier. It enhances the taste, also provides a barrier between the meat and the flames and the smoke. Also, you want to control the temperature whenever you can. The hotter temperature on the outskirts, the cooler temperature around the center, and then cook your meat that way. And then if you're cooking with the woods, select the hardwood over the softwood. The hardwood is like hickory or maple. It burns at a lower temperature, which reduces your potential, okay? So yeah, go out there and get that good juicy slabs of meat, chicken, fish, whatever you got, and your veggies, and enjoy the moments, because as I said earlier, those moments become memories, and we want only great memories to look back on. And also, we want a healthy body in which will enable us to look back, right? And to move forward as well. Because the purpose in life and in everything we do is to ensure that we can enjoy the best performance of it, right? Hey, thanks a lot for allowing me to share this information with you. Happy grilling until the next video. And as always, God bless.